Well, good morning. We are out here on Kawishiwi Lake, entry point 37, and you know what that means. We are in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness. It's a cold but beautiful Thursday morning leading up to Memorial Day weekend. We drove up yesterday during the day, got a campsite at the Kawishiwi Lake campground. First come, first serve, so we weren't sure if we were gonna get one, but we did, thankfully. And we're pushing up to Malberg Lake today. We got something like 6 or 7 portages up there, so we've got our work cut out for us. It's gonna be probably a 7-hour day, 8-hour travel day, we'll see. Hoping to keep it on the shorter side. 6.5 would be a dream. But we got 2 portage packs, a barrel full of food, 4 rods, a net, 2 day packs, camera bag, 2 paddles, 2 PFDs, and 2 paddlers. We're gonna be out here for 5 days. We're leaving on Memorial Day, as I'm sure most people will be. So probably gonna be a little slower just because we may have to wait for some people, but so far, cannot complain. Well, we're on Square Lake now. We just passed through our first beaver dam pullover. We paddled Kawishiwi, just quick route through Square, and then we'll paddle up some more river. I think we got 1 more pullover, and then we'll hit Kawishiwi. And then after that, we have like 3 portages. I think two or 3 portages up to Ply. So we got our work cut out for us. It's 8:15. We got on the water at probably 7:10, and yeah, we're making some good time. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we're in our first burn. I've never been in a burn like this, and it's just crazy to see all the desolation. It's sad to really see all these trees gone, and you know, burns, especially like the Pagami Creek fire. I think that's what affected this area. Pagami Creek fire destroyed thousands of acres of wilderness, which fire is good for the wilderness. It helps a lot of things rebuild ultimately, but this one spread really far. And like the whole area, like Lake 1, Lake 2, Lake 3, Insula, this area that tons of people went into, that was an extremely popular area of the Boundary Waters. I mean, Lake 1, that's all burned now. So it wasn't burned when I went there in Boy Scouts, but it's burned now. So kind of sad, but thankfully we're not camping in it, and it is kind of cool to paddle through and just kind of see the effects of nature. You know, even a lightning strike can start something like this. So make sure to put out your fires all the way. 2 giant dumps of water stirred around. It should be cold to the touch, guys. Make sure you put your fires out. Let's keep nature as green as possible. All right. A little rock formation on the left, though. Yeah. You keep switching.
I know, I'm sorry. It's like an instinct to do it, and then
push us to the right, or to the left, sorry. There you go. Alright, easy. We're good.
There's a little dam there that we're gonna have to cross through. Are we turning it?
What a beautiful little spot. Little shade from these trees. Grass clumps going up.
Yeah, this is nice.
That echo. All right, we just finished the portage, the second portage into Ply from Ply Lake. We did the one from Kawishiwi, and it wasn't as bad. It wasn't too bad. It was pretty flat. This one was shorter. It had a little more elevation, but still pretty easy. So we're finally on Ply. I don't have the time. It's probably somewhere around, I don't know, 11, maybe 10:45. But either way, we're gonna eat a quick snack. We're a little tired here, and hopefully we're at the halfway point, maybe a little bit past it. So snack, then we got a paddle across Ply, a couple portages in Tacoma, and then soon Malberg. So come along, let's keep at it. Well, we're on the GoPro now. Probably should have started this earlier, but we just been moving. Didn't want to break the big camera. So anyway, we're puddle jumping up to Malberg. So I've just had the big camera away, but we got 2 groups of 3 canoes each at this portage landing in Tacoma. So we're gonna have to wait for them to launch, and then we'll be able to hit this 120 rodder or something like that in Tacoma. It's 12:55, so we've been on the water for about 5 hours, 45 minutes or so. Hoping to be on Malberg in about an hour. We'll see. We're in the home stretch, and we just passed this awesome group that is probably going over to Alice or somewhere around there today. So they still got some work ahead of them. They've still got quite a bit of work actually, but they are single carrying, so they can move a lot faster. A lot of rocky lakes with shallow boulders. Nice lake has a lot of rock, but nothing that's coming up in the middle of the lake. Okay, and don't let me drift away. And just do not care.
Dude, I've got a neck bug bite on the back. then?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, dude. Sometimes I don't notice it biting.
All right, well, we made it to a small, not very shaded site. There's like no real way to set up a tarp. You would need some real long guy lines, and we do have some Dyneema, but I'll tell you, I may never come to the Boundary Waters before Memorial Day again. We saw a lot of cars in the Kawishiwi parking lot, and I was a little alarmed at that, but I figured a lot of those people were going to be staying on Ply. And it turns out we only saw like 3 groups on Ply. We saw loads of open campsites. We didn't see a single canoe on the water, except when we got near the end, near the north end, we saw one canoe far back. It looked like they were loading up. I thought maybe they were leaving. And we got leapfrogged twice by these single portaging groups. One was 3-person canoes of these 6 guys who just seemed to be fishing, and they were moving very fast, kind of recklessly through this boulder field, honestly, but they didn't damage them, so whatever. And then this other group of 4, and saw them before. They said they were going to Alice, but they ended up stopping at this other campsite. And anyway, we've been on Malberg for almost 2 hours, and we found this site after probably an hour and 15 minutes. I'm blabbing here. I'm frustrated. We didn't eat lunch. We did not stop at the awesome boulder, the erratic at Malberg, because we did not want any more people passing us. So we didn't eat lunch. We didn't stop for any photo opportunities. We've hardly drank any water today. We've just had a couple snacks. I've had like 3 bars, some peanut M&Ms, some pretzels. We're finally having some jerky, and then we're gonna make dinner early. It's 4 o'clock. So this is hour 9. We're just about on 9 hours here. Anyway, we're gonna get to cooking. I'm probably not gonna do a whole lot more filming, but we will at least have a nice view of the sunset. And I don't know if you can see this. Probably way too sunny, but there's a huge ring around the sun right now. It's like a sun, I don't know, people call them a moon dog. I mean, a sun dog is where you have rainbows on the sides. This is like a rainbow ring. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, actually. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna make some food and relax, drink some water, cook some dinner, and we'll see you around. We'll see you around. Well, we've finished dinner, and we had pad thai from Backpacker's Pantry. Had the best one first, in my opinion, but after today's trials, that's exactly what I wanted, and it was awesome. So, as you can see, my hair is not looking great, but just put the hat on. That's half the reason I bring it. I got changed out of my merino and my merino bottoms. We're just packing up camp here. Holly's getting her sleeping gear ready to go. We got 2 guys out here fishing, and haven't caught anything yet, but apparently the last people here told people to just kind of troll around this area, and they're just trolling jigs with a leech, but I don't know about that.
We have proof that there was one here.
You have proof, huh?
Yep, we were eating the darn thing too.
I suppose that'll suffice. Yeah, it's a nice calm night. Nice calm night. But yeah, we're just gonna finish up here, get everything packed away, prevent my water filters from freezing. That's a problem. If they freeze, they basically are not functional anymore. So want to make sure we take those in the tent with us, and otherwise just enjoy the night. We threw out probably over 100 casts with a bunch of different stuff in this area all over, and it didn't have so much as a bite, not even a nip. So pretty cold. Thinking the fish just are pretty tight-lipped. So Anyway, we are going to see you tomorrow. We're just gonna hunker down. It's supposed to get to like 29-30 degrees tonight. Quite cold, so we're gonna relax. It's don't have the time because my stopwatch is running, but it's probably somewhere around 7:30, 8. Anyway, enjoy this sunset, somewhat of a sunset, and we'll see you tomorrow.